Right. So the illusion is that we live, that there's some kind of connection between happiness and success. So that's the illusion. Now, success is fantastic. It's awesome, but it stands on its own.
Totally.
It's not for anything. It just does what that does. And I talk about that in the new book, where I talk about the pursuit.
Yeah.
Like what are you actually pursuing? And ultimately, if you're honest with yourself, which is probably the most challenging thing of all, that's where the courage, by the way, to change your life begins by telling yourself the truth, right? Rather than, and sometimes that's really difficult to work out. Sometimes you're so ensconced in the lies that they seem like they're the truth. So the only thing you know is you're unhappy or I'm unfulfilled. That's the only thing you know you're off. You're not on. And when you know you're off, I'm telling you, and this is what I'd want anybody who's listening or watching this, you're living a lie right now, but somewhere in there you might think it's the truth for you. So, and it's challenging. It can be, some people can see it in a heartbeat, but most people, it's so hazy, so collapsed and conflated with other things, you can't really get clarity with it. So in this book, I talk about, if you examine your success right now, and if you examine what you have accomplished, and you look back in your life, you'll notice those successes were great, but the experience of them was fleeting. Like, it was great, I did it, and then it was like you fell off the edge of a cliff. Like, now you need to do something else. And the reason why that is because the success doesn't stand alone as success. It stands there as success to fix something. So it's designed to take care of something. What's it designed to take care of? Most people say, I want to be successful to make more money. And then they stop there. They don't keep going in. Like, okay, but what about more money? And what it comes down to eventually is, if you had all that money and you had all those circumstances and who would you get to be then? And then they usually come up with something like, well, I could be at peace. And that's really what it's about. It's about having them be at peace. So they pursue the success, get into success, realize it never left them at peace, and off they go again, rather than doing the work to get yourself at peace, right? And you might still go for the success, but it's not what I would call an in order to. Right. It's not like success in order to, whatever that might be.
Right.
And it's important for a human being to uncover that for themselves, because, you could be 68 before you realize that's what you've done with your life. Okay. It would be, I would love to have discovered it when I was 22, but I didn't. I discovered it when I was like 42, but it was fine. I could get like, all right, fine. That's how it went. And everything I did to this point to get me here to discover this, that's perfect. That works. I was just happy to have discovered it for myself, to be honest.